Of the many things that make us happy,
Here we are again.
which one are we looking at this time? And it is, just get that from down there, travel. Ooh.
Travel.
And not to be confused with holidays,
Okay.
I think. Welcome to the Happy-ish Top 10.
Where we're going to rank ideas that make people truly happy.
Every episode, we choose one idea.
But we have to agree where it ranks.
So, define the difference as you see it.
Travel is moving, and it's investigating things. I would say.
It's not just lying on a beach in Spain going, I'm on holiday.
When you're admiring Machu Picchu or finding your way into the dense jungle to see gorillas or something like that.
Really meeting people and broadening your mind.
Yeah, I think so. Do you? Or it might just be travelling to and from work on the number 64 bus.
Well, yeah, I mean, in which case we hate it. Motorways, traffic jams, speed cameras.
Yes.
I think when I was talking about holidays before, I was including travel. So I was including both lying on the beach,
right, but
also going to India and seeing amazing things. But this is really the travel part of holidays, isn't it? And, broadening your mind.
Yeah.
So if it was arguing to be high up on our chart, what would its pitch be?
You're learning about the world. You're seeing a different view. You're meeting different cultures.
And do those make you happy?
Enjoying different cultures.
Do those make you? I think learning makes us happy.
I think a different culture makes you appreciate your own culture more. You know, you can never get a decent cup of tea anywhere apart from the UK. Let me tell you.
Also, if you go to somewhere like India, you realise how lucky we are in terms of how wealthy we are as a country.
Yeah.
And some countries, you realise how lucky. I'll just carry on. Some countries, you realise that we're lucky with the weather. It's not ridiculously hot or ridiculously cold.
No.
Or there isn't a huge amount of crime, corruption or whatever. So I think it does make you feel happy just appreciating the life that you've got. The fact you could just go to the corner shop and buy anything you want. Oh, they haven't got my favourite hummus today, or whatever. And everything you can see it's just small stuff once you've travelled.
Yeah.
There is a joy to meeting people in other countries as well. You often come back going, the people were so nice. Don't you find that?
Yeah, because everybody everywhere is nice, really.
Yeah, I can't really think of I can think of one which I'm not going to name, but pretty much every country you go, the people are so nice.
Well, and you say it with such an unexpected voice, but that shouldn't be the case.
No, but I am always surprised how nice human beings are to fellow human beings.
Yeah.
Especially if you need help with something.
Yeah.
You know, people will immediately come and push your car out of the mud or won't they? Or fix your motorbike or whatever.
Yeah, loan you their boat so you can have a little bit of time on the lake.
Yeah, that happened in Australia, didn't it? So meeting the people's part of it, broadening your mind, learning.
Yeah.
And I think...
Downside, though.
Oh, well, can I have one more upside
first? Yes.
Which is that it lasts a long time. So
the memories.
Yeah, so when you go on a really crazy trip, you kind of savour it for years. You remember it for years, don't you? So you get a lot of value out of those 2 weeks in the Himalayas or whatever it was.
Yeah.
What about the downside?
Well, maybe I should say the ish side.
Yes.
Is the flight, the delays.
Yes.
The
getting there is never easy. And even once you're there, there's a certain amount of pain and hassle.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take India, for example, you're at the train station and it's mad and the train's late and you're probably looking for the toilet every 10 minutes. And so there is a downside always to it as well.
Yeah.
That's quite a big downside, actually, I think, with travel. You only remember the good bits, but at the time, there's always hassle, isn't there?
Yes, and I'm just, even though I said it as I'm talking about it, it does build up your resilience, though, as well, doesn't it? Because I was just thinking about the times we've got up really early to go and see dawn somewhere, but you always end up in a rickety old Land Rover with the seats facing the wrong way, which makes you feel travel sick.
In the dark, because dawn hasn't come yet.
In the early morning, and then it's cloudy. But even as I'm saying that, I can hear how ungrateful I am. And so there is a resilience in it. There is these things. And sometimes you do it and it is amazing.
Do you think all the travel I've done with all the delays has made me more patient.
No,
because I think it's situational, actually. So when I go to India, I know I'm going to be waiting for staff and I'm fine because I'm expecting it. But it doesn't make me any less patient back here where I expect everything to be right. So
when you're on the M25, you're just as frustrated.
Yeah, I think I am. But it has broadened my mind. I'll certainly agree with that.
Yeah. And you can also, when people say things about their travelling, you can go, oh, well, that was nothing. You should have been with us when, or, oh, this happened to us where.
Yeah.
And so, stories that can last a lifetime.
I think it's made me more understanding of people from other cultures who come to England as well. Because I'm realising where they're coming from and why they're coming and whether they're visiting or trying to come and live here. Either way, I think I can see it much more clearly than if I had never been there.
Yeah.
I think there's quite a lot of benefits.
Yes. And you see things that you've only seen on screen. I think I might have mentioned this before, but I love when I've been travelling to a country, whenever we watch a programme about the country, I know what it's like, what the heat of the sun feels like.
You can smell it when you watch it.
Yeah, and the taste of the food and just the sound of the streets and things, which is all adds to my view of somewhere. Somebody was telling me recently that they'd been to Venice for the first time. Yes. And I went, you wait, when you watch a programme about Venice now, you'll recognise almost all of it because it's not very big.
Yes.
And so
that feel is really, there.
Yeah. And so that's really, you feel as though it's my Venice. And so you've got some share in it.
Yes. Venice only has a particular smell at one time of the year. Australia has a distinctive smell, I think.
Yeah. And India as well.
India, definitely, as soon as you get off the plane. Yeah. Like being in the elephant house in the zoo. But I love it. That smell when you get off the plane. So, okay, so we've got to rank travel compared to all these other things in terms of how much happiness it gives us, like on a consistent basis. Yeah. Total happiness contribution. Where is travel compared to romance, parents, food, holidays? What do you think?
I think it's got to be up with holidays. If we put holidays there before. This is maybe it's all our personal opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, I think holidays includes travel though. So I think, or it includes the mind broadening part.
Okay.
So I think it's quite a small part of holidays. So I think it's lower than holidays. I don't want to put
it under romance.
Well, I don't want to put it that high because I think it has brilliant benefits. I'd recommend it to everyone. But I also think the pain and hassle is a significant happiness negative. And I think a lot of the benefits you get from travel are not necessarily happiness. So the sort of learning and broadening of mind you get does add up. It does contribute to your happiness, but it's not quite the same as just pure happiness.
Yeah, I like your thinking there.
Whereas, food and laughter, they're just pure happiness, really, aren't they? Whereas this is a real mixed bunch and it gives you other things apart from happiness. Yeah. But I think the total happiness you get from it's lower than laughter, I think. Yeah. It's lower than food and laughter.
It's quite ish.
Yeah, it is a real happy-ish. I don't know about where it is with parents, mantras and romance.
I think it needs to go at number 8. That's my pitch.
You're going to put it below romance?
Yeah.
Because I was going to argue for it to be here or here, but because you're the boss, I'll go along with it. And there's not that much difference in there.
Oh, it would be so romantic if you put it below romance.
Oh, well, you've got me. So, and of course, what's really edgy is we're going to add 2 more at some point, but when we add the third one, travel's going to drop off the bottom. Ooh. And I don't want that. I don't want it to be in jeopardy down at the bottom. But I suppose even if it goes here, it could get pushed off the bottom in the future. So,
do you know, one thing about this list is I go away and I think about it and I'm kind of wanting to change a few things around when I'm thinking about it.
Well, we can't go into a lot of detail now, but just tell me one that you want to move either up or down. Not that you can, I'm afraid, but if you could.
Laughter, for example. You're saying you're laughing all day, every day. But I'm thinking, maybe it should be a bit. I think I would probably move it down a bit.
Well, I'm glad that we can't change it now because I like it where it is.
But I'm thinking about all of them. I notice where there's romance, when we're out in nature, I'm thinking, oh, how happy is this making me?
I must admit, this process is messing with my head as well. And hopefully it's messing with the viewers' heads as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask anybody who's watching this, travel, have you got a top tip of somewhere where you've been that people have to see? And what do people feel about travel? Do they feel it's a big contributor to happiness? Or does it just broaden their mind without making them any happier? Maybe it makes them unhappy when they see how poor a lot of people are in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's where we've decided to put it. Controversial, I suspect, and a surprisingly big difference between travel and holidays.
Yes.
We're obviously quite shallow holiday goers, aren't we? But there we are. That is travel. What are we doing next time? We don't know. It's random.
Next time, it could be
but
anything.
Do subscribe and see what we rank next time.